know now more than ever that we need a space to be rooted in healing. And we know that because we are raising Black neurodivergent children during this time.
As the co-founders of Autism and Black, we realized 8 years ago that there really wasn't a space for us to feel safe, for us to take care of our children, and more importantly, for the community to come together.
So we invite you into our space, a space of healing, for the 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference. I'm Maria Davis-Pierre. I'm the CEO and founder of Autism in Black.
AIB communities, yours truly, Dr. Barry Pierre, the co-founder of Autism in Black, and I welcome you to West Palm Beach, Florida, to join me on the 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference.
Happening here in West Palm Beach, Florida, April 17th through the 19th. If you are a Black autistic adult, professional, or parent, we want to welcome you into this space. Hello and happy Wednesday. I am Maria Davis-Pierre, CEO and founder of Autism in Black, here with my man.
What's going on, AIB community? Yours truly, Dr. Barry Pierre, co-founder of Autism Black. Welcome to another episode of the Vision to Venue series.
Welcome to another episode of the Vision to Venue series. I'm sure you all can hear my voice is a little bit different. Your girl is not feeling her best, but we are pushing through because we have a conference to talk about. So with our Vision to Venue series, this is a behind the scenes look at what it takes to take our vision for the 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference happening April 17th through the 19th and to bring it to the venue. So before we get started on today's show, 1, we are live. Drop down in the comments where you are tuning in from so we can shout you out. 2, if you are new here and you're interested in the conference, all you got to do is type conference in that chat and you'll be directed to our registration page. And while you're doing that, I'm going to throw it to Dr. Barry so he can let us know where we're at with our YouTube goal.
Yes. So again, for those who've been catching the series since the beginning, we put out a goal to say, hey, you know what? We're going to throw this series, the Vision Venue series, on our YouTube page to kind of drive some audience over on the YouTube page. Y'all have been phenomenal, fantastic with that. We're up to 683 subscribers on the YouTube channel, man. So appreciate y'all. Love y'all for that. We're trying to get to 1,000 before the end of the series. So we got some work to do, right? So go ahead, share a like. But again, we appreciate y'all. Love y'all for that. Again, obviously, Vision Venue series is over there. Podcast episodes over there. Mindful Monday episodes are over there. Everything from a visual perspective will be on the YouTube page. So definitely a page you want to have followed, have subscribed, and hit that notification bell.
Thank you, honey. We have Sway on Instagram watching from Omaha.
All right.
Wow. Midwest. The Midwest. Thank you for tuning in. We love to see it. Anybody else tuning in, drop that down. Any questions you have for us, let us know. What are we talking about today? Usually, I do have a bit of brain fog going on here, guys, with everything. So Dr. Barry is going to be leading. But if this is your first time tuning in, we usually cover a topic for the entire week. But this week is going to be a little bit of a hodgepodge of stuff we're talking about as we get closer, because we're almost 2 weeks out from conference, guys. 2 weeks.
Oh yes. And I'm excited because obviously when you came back, if you caught on last week, we were not able to finish up some episodes last week because we're at a business conference. Shout out to Lamar and Ronnie Tyler, Traffic Sales and Profit. I'm a part of the mastermind community. So we were getting our business learning on, and then we ended the weekend watching New Edition and Bobby Brown and Tony Braxton, right?
Boys and
yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Boys and Men was on it. I know Boys. I know there's some trouble right now. Boys.
Don't even start. We're not going there.
I know there's some trouble out there, but like it was a show.
If you know me, you know I love Bobby, but that's the only person I was there to see.
Right.
That's the only person I'm always there to see. Bobby, if you're tuning in and you would like to come to the Autism in Black conference,
Yes.
reach out.
Yes, we
Let
need
me.
some sponsors, Bobby Brown. We need them sponsors. So send your money over this way. We appreciate you. Johnny
Who said-
Gill stole the show. He stole the show that night. So hey,
Who
it
stole
was
the
Johnny. Johnny stole the show. If he was there in Atlanta, you know. I don't gotta.
Let's move it on along with with what we're here for, because
Yes.
I'm not gonna listen to these lies. So we're gonna move it on along and focus on
If you was there in Atlanta, y'all already know what time it was. What Johnny was ready. Right. But again, on Wednesdays we typically spotlight someone, and as we get closer and closer to the conference, right, we got to sponsor those who really started us on this journey, right? And we talk a lot about, in fact, you'll start seeing some videos with my daughter Malia, right? Because she's been asking, right? Because she saw my son was able to grace the video stage for the Boys Men and Father Summit. So she's like, when is my turn? And I told her turn is coming up. So best believe you're going to start seeing some videos with her in there. Not on the ads probably, but like you'll definitely see some videos on our socials. But that's where, like, just highlighting, we call our shows kind of the peer party of five, right? And these three amazing children are what drive us to keep going and to keep giving to the community. If you know Maria's story, you know that Maria, she was like a bird's eye, Nostradamus. She picked something up early. I didn't pick it up, right? I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, crazy lady, right? She picked it up early, right? And since her picking it up and us going through, you know, the trials and the struggles, and we were like, all right, like that's wild if we got to go through it, and you know what you're talking about. I kind of know what I'm talking about. We can't imagine what our community like is having to face. And over these, now we're like I said, we're getting into year 6 of the conference, but we're at what, year 9 of this Autism in Black, right?
Yeah.
As we continue to kind of move forward, it still is amazing to see, one, that people still haven't heard of us, right? Because that's always a good thing, right? Because that means we still got work to do. But more importantly, when we hear about people saying, man, thank y'all for what y'all do, right? Whether they've attended a summit, whether they've attended past conferences, whether they've seen a webinar, they bought a self-help book, a coloring book, whatever it is, they just appreciate and love and support. And it really all kind of starts with them, right? They are the ones who kind of drive the ship. You know, Malia, she's been the rock of the team, right? She's the one who kind of hold down the other kids. They don't like it, but she kind of holds them down and polices.
It's the oldest.
Yes. So she kind of holds it down. So we appreciate her. We love her for that. You want to kind of just look. I mean, you want to start with Malia and then we got to work with other kids, or
You will. So today we are highlighting the PR3, the 3 children of the PR family. We felt that it's only right, like Dr. Berry said, to highlight the reasons we started this, because when we started this, I did not have my autism diagnosis. I had my ADHD diagnosis, but I did not have my autism diagnosis. So when we started Autism in Black, it was from a parent and professional aspect of what we had to maneuver in getting the diagnosis for Malia. And if you know our story, any podcast episode or YouTube video, you know that it was quite a lot of hoops we had to jump through to get her diagnosis, even though everybody was agreeing she was autistic. Mm-hmm. And being in the rooms with our colleagues and trying to advocate not only as parents, but as professionals, we knew that, you know, if we're having to do this, then we know that it's going to be a struggle for those who don't have the privileges of educational privileges, financial privileges that we had. So that is really what started us on this Autism in Black journey. Little old Malia at 12 months old, going into the process of getting that diagnosis, coming in at 18 months and officially getting that diagnosis and figuring out how do we maneuver this when people are not understanding that we're Black and things are different because we're Black. We can't even start a conversation about disability, because we have to address the fact that we're Black first, and there are biases that come in with that. There's biases within healthcare alone in dealing with racism, right? So how do we maneuver that? And then going through that journey, and then having twins, and both of the twins being neurodivergent, and having a boy who is autistic and has ADHD, and how that is different. And then coming into getting my diagnosis, and then probably by year 7 of the conference, Dr. Berry will have one of his diagnoses, right? So maneuvering through all of that with 3 children who are all neurodivergent, who are all different, who we have to parent, each one of them extremely different because they are different. And then taking that expertise, taking that lived experience, and fueling it into what you know as the Autism in Black Conference.
Yeah, and what I think is so important is, especially when you kind of have the story that you have, because I remember, right, right, and we still get it to this day. Right? I think I saw a Facebook comment the other day, right, like where people feel that we are the ones wanting to try to like segregate and separate. We say autism in Black, right, and it just lets us know that they don't even understand it, right? They don't understand that, like, yes, like you have to have an organization that specifically focuses on, because we can't have this general, right? It can't be like a general autism, organization, because we always will tend to fall by the wayside, right? Whether it be resources, whether it be visibility, whether it be acknowledgement, we'll always fall by the wayside unless we're put front and center. And that's why we stress that when we have autism in Black, it's not as if you are not Black, you can't attend, or if you're not Black, you can't learn, because you best believe like you have a whole community who needs you to be as up to date with what's going on than anybody else.
Yes,
right?
You need to be responsive. You need to understand intersectionality, because at the end of the day, when we look at percentages of race by profession, we're always in the smaller number. Right. So white professionals need to be front and center at a conference like Autism in Black, because you need to know how to do less harm to the Black disability community. You need to acknowledge your biases. You need to understand intersectionality. You need to understand that me being Black and autistic, racism and ableism is so deeply intertwined, I can't tell one from the other at times. So you should be front and center at a conference like this to understand that, oh, I really want to bridge that gap and make a difference for the children that are up and coming, my clients and patients that I'm working with.
Exactly. And I think that's why it's so important that we continue to push this envelope, and we couldn't do it without our kids' support, right? Without knowing that, like, all right, are we doing everything we can for our children, right? Because those are like the barometer, right? When we have a Girls, Women, and Mothers Summit, it's because we want to say, like, all right, let's make sure, right, for our children, they're taken care of. Let's make sure for our children, we're recognizing the differences there. When we have the Boys, Men, and Fathers Summit, we're doing that same thing. Let's make sure, right, the boys, the men, the father, let's make sure that audience is kind of looked after. When we have the conferences, right, which happen April 17th to the 19th, make sure you get your tickets. Get your tickets across the ticket. Either Instagram, I see it's above, Facebook is below, but get your tickets for sure. It's because we want to make sure all of those audiences are addressed, because that's where the level of importance is. That's where, when we have the parents who recognize, like, you know what, thank you for what you do, now I know what to do with my child, right? When you have the professionals that says, thank you for what you do, now I know what to do for the children who come into my workplace, right? And how do I care for them? Right? How do I look after them? How do I acknowledge them? Right? And a lot of times, a lot of the work we're doing is just for acknowledgement. And we know, right, that especially, and I deal with this in healthcare, but definitely in the disability world, right? Just the lack of acknowledgement. And of course, obviously, y'all know what month this is, right? Y'all know what month this is, right? This is the month where, like, the spotlight's going to be bright.
Mhm.
And we want the spotlight to be bright. We're not running away from the bright spotlight. But what's going to happen come May and
Exactly.
then June and then July, the further
October,
away we get
yeah.
from
November, December, that's where y'all really be forgetting
that's
we exist out here.
right. So that's why it's so important. So that's why when we think about, where we need to be as parents, educators, right? Like that's why it's so important, right? Because that's really where the energy comes in, right? Because we're going to be here in April and May. We're going to be doing more events and more events and more events, right? And we're not going to allow, right? Because again, we have our kids in mind, right? We're not going to allow us to like, you know what? I'm gonna just take 6 months off and I'm gonna just kind of relax. And I'm Maria's finishing up her PhD. Dr. Pierre is already a physician, right? Like they can go sit and chill. Like, no, we wouldn't. We couldn't do that, right? Like that's just something it just would not sit right with us. Because could you imagine, right? If we were just like, oh, you know what, doctor, therapist, we got our IEPs together. We'll just kind of relax. Like, no.
Exactly. Couldn't do that. Hi, Tiffany. How are you doing? Where are you tuning in from? No, we couldn't do that. And I think that's one of the frustrations with it. For me, April is a love-hate month. I love the fact that people are spotlighting autism. But again, when May 1st comes around, nobody's thinking about it anymore. And for those of us who live it every day, we think about it every day, right? I have to think about my kids come May 1st. I have to be getting ready for a new school year, right? So we don't have the privilege to be like, oh, that awareness and acceptance month is over. So we'll just go on about our business until next April. No, we live this every day. And when you factor in being Black in that, we have to think about things a little bit differently. So for us, the real reason that we are continuing to be fueled and continuing to do this is because we are raising 3 little children that we don't want to go out and have to experience a lot of what we experience. And if we can be just a little bit of that difference maker, then for me, that makes me a little less anxious, because we know that sending our Black children into this world can be scary. And it can feel isolating when you feel like no one is understanding that journey. And then when you find out there's a whole community that is doing this work and talking about it, then it doesn't feel as anxiety provoking. Happy to have you tuning in from Memphis, Tiffany.
Let's go.
She says, especially Black boys on the spectrum within public school setting. Yes, and let me tell you, in the beginning there was such a complete difference in our oldest daughter maneuvering through the school system and our son. Our son was adultified from pre-K. He was being held, and he was in the same class with his twin. And you could see how there was trying to be a push out movement for him to easily push him to that school to prison pipeline. And I had to advocate extra hard for him just because of how his teacher was viewing him, and to ensure her that I'm not going to play that game with you. You're not about to do that with my son, right? So I completely understand it, especially when we know that Black children are often misdiagnosed or underdiagnosed, and they're not getting the categorization in the school system. So they're being fueled into that school to prison pipeline when they really need supports. So I think we got a YouTuber watching from Baltimore, and they say that is why we homeschool our children. I can understand that. I can get that. It's getting more and more ridiculous out here by the day.
And I think that's probably an important thing too, right? Especially when we think about our educational system, because I'm talking to more and more families who want to think about the homeschool route or think about the homeschool route for fear, right? It's sometimes it's necessity as well too, but a lot of times it's the fear. And because they fear what that system will do to their children, they say, you know what, let's keep them on home. So it is definitely becoming a much more viable conversation. I know Maria, you have a couple episodes kind of focusing on homeschool.
Yeah, we do. We have a few podcast episodes. If you attended last year's conference, there was a session on homeschooling done by Corey Fonville Foster. So we have talked about homeschooling. For me, I would love to homeschool my children, but there are many reasons why we don't. One, just trying, they don't want to be, they want to be in this, because one day when this oldest is completely out of middle school, we'll have that talk about all of those things. But they don't want to be, and we respect, their decisions. But homeschooling has been something I've thought of many a time, just out of frustration with the school system, because they will do, it's like they go more out of their way to not be supportive rather than just to do what they need to do. It's just so time consuming and frustrating. And it is a privilege to actually have an advocate, or in our case, an attorney that attends our meetings with us. It is a privilege to even be able to homeschool, because some parents do not have that privilege, right? So having to maneuver through the school system at times is so frustrating and overwhelming, especially if you are feeling like you don't know what to do and you don't know what your rights are. So I completely, hi Cookie, watching over on IG with us. Where are you tuning in from? So I get that. Miss Akira, I hope I'm saying your name right. I will be attending for the first time this year virtually. We are so happy to have you. And I will tell you, our virtual experience is still an experience. We started off the first 4 years completely virtual. So one thing we know how to do is put on a virtual event. So you are going to have a time, and we stand on business regarding that. We are really confident about what we provide with our conference. So we're happy to have you as an attendee, and we can't wait for you to spend those 3 days with us. Cookie is tuning in from Los Angeles, one of our California watchers. We yes. love our non-Eastern Standard Time Zone watchers, because y'all are dedicated to the mission.
Especially because when the time the conference starts, it'd be like 6,
5,
7 o'clock over there.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. 6
yeah.
o'clock.
They be tuned in.
In. So we appreciate you. Cookie says, love this channel so much. Recently diagnosed and now getting my daughter diagnosed. What a gift to have y'all as I navigate everything. I'm so happy you found us. As a late diagnosed individual myself, I'm so happy you found us, because getting diagnosed later, a lot of people don't talk about that aspect enough, and it's something we are diving deeper into as well. But there are so many ebbs and flows when you get a diagnosis later in life, because it's like, oh, I got to figure out who I am without masking. Is this me? Is this me? And then is this me being autistic, or what is this? It's so many ebbs and flows, and so much clarity that then rushes in, like, oh, this is why I was doing that. This is why I experienced that. So it is.
We should probably do an episode on that, just from both perspectives, like your partner's perspective and then personal perspective.
Really?
I got a perspective. Yeah. I got a perspective. We got a couple minutes. Hey, let me tell y'all something.
Very pleased. I'm not in the mood. I am not. I don't feel good.
Cookie's her name? Is Cookie? Is Cookie on Instagram?
Cookie.
Not only do you like experience some new feelings, right? But I can tell you, everyone around you experiences it as well. And what's so funny is the adjustment that typically has to occur when they're like, hold on, like, what do you mean? What's going on? Right? Me, in my case, I knew something was different. I knew something was different. I didn't know what it was. I couldn't put the finger to it. I knew something was different.
Tell her, please.
But then when she told me, I was like, oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, now it starts making sense. So hopefully for the people around Cookie, like y'all got that same experience. They're like, oh, okay.
She said the clarity and community, not feeling alone and broken. She said she would love us to talk about that as an episode. She also said you're preaching and she feels so seen. So we love to hear it. We love to hear it. I guess we'll have to give Dr. Barry a few minutes on that episode to say a few things, but we'll see, because he might go left, and
we gotta do it live so I can't get interrupted. That's what we gotta do. We gotta do it live. So there can't be no editing, no deleting of scenes. Real cold hard facts.
I need to save that for the couples summit
coming up in October? No.
June.
Yes. We got a couple summit coming up. Couples and co-parenting and caretakers, the triple C's. Couples, co-parenting, and caretakers coming up in June. So that's what I said. We don't stop the work, right? Because my daughter's getting older, my son's getting older, my other daughter's getting older, my wife's getting older, right? Like I live with this. I live with the autism, y'all. Like this is not a this. I can't.
Barry's getting older. Dr. Barry is the oldest.
I mean, y'all see what the family's doing to me, right? I just turned like 41 the other day, right? And look how great
this man is not. First of all, you're not 41.
No, 43.
You are
43. Yes, that's how crazy. When you get older, you start losing. You start forgetting. Your birthdays don't matter. Like it's just another day. Right. So y'all see how the autism journey has aged me already. Y'all should have seen me when we first started this thing versus now. It could age you. It could age you. So that's why we don't stop.
Yeah.
So come June.
Kids are getting older. When we started Autism in Black, the twins were not even 1, and now they're going to middle school. Yep. Malia was what?
High school.
She's going to high school, y'all. She's going to high school in August. So that's another transition. We're
transition. We had a good conversation last year about transition, right? Because I think that's an important topic for parents and the professionals, right? Like when you transition from milestone like development. Right, elementary to middle is high school to I'm a grown up adult now, right? And so there's definitely a conversation that needs to continue to be had because we're getting older, right? Like despite what the government and the benefits and everything else will tell you, after 18, like the autism's still here.
It's still here. We don't disappear. Okay, we know there's a lack of resources and talking about it. It's so focused on children as if children don't grow up to be adults.
Right.
Right.
Oh, Miss Kira said I sound like a husband. Hopefully he's funny and jovial. Hopefully he's funny and jovial.
That's what you're calling yourself, funny and jovial. I love it. Cookie says, no way, that is amazing. Y'all have everything. We really try to, as an organization, cover everything, and it's really all from lived experiences of who we are and what we have gone through. And if we can save somebody some pain and anguish of having to deal with the systems that are not built for us, then that's what we're here for. We really want to bridge that gap because it's tough out here. And as I was saying yesterday, we got 2 years and some change with this administration that is currently in office. That is, I'm sure they're going to come up with some stuff this month, since it is April and they are so focused on autism. I don't know what they're going to do. So it's only right that you be in a place that is going to be rooted in healing for 3 days and talk about how we prepare and how we protect ourselves and our children during this time, because we know community matters. So yeah, Cookie says, and the new challenges and less support, empathy on some ways. And then we have one of our vendors in the comments, Passionate Care Services. They say, we look forward to supporting this event. We are excited to have you as a vendor for the 6th annual conference. I know I'm excited to see everything you guys have to offer and to talk with you more. What else, husband? Because I
was about there, man. We can.
He's gonna let me go, y'all, because I am not, as y'all hear, and I'm sure see, and can see in my tone, I am not my usual jovial self. And Dr. Berry pushed me to get on this live. He said, we got a conference to talk about. I have redone my whole schedule for most of this week because I am not feeling my best. So I'm showing up for the lives and then getting off and taking my meds and going to bed because I am not feeling good. So if y'all want to help your girl out and, get your tickets, that would warm my heart. Get your tickets to the conference because we want to see you April 17th through the 19th for the 6th annual conference. Going into 2027, there are going to be changes that are happening because we're going into our 10th year.
Oh, yes.
So,
yeah. We can't even talk about it. We're going to talk about it at the conference. I'm excited about
it. Day 3 of the conference. We're going to talk about what's coming down the pipeline.
I can't wait.
So get your tickets because this event is going to be a little different next year. Yes. So get your tickets because we have some amazing things. I was talking with our conference planning team and just the things that is going to be in the sensory room is just going. I hope we can get y'all out of there and be butts and seats for the actual conference sessions because I might be in there a little bit more. It's going to be amazing. Hi, Cheryl. See, look, she said, Dr. B, he really is out here. He's pushing me to the limit. I can only hear out of one ear. It's a mess over here.
We got work to do. Cheryl knows. We got work to do.
Dr. Berry.
From April and beyond. We got the work does not stop.
It does not stop, but we are focused on these. Look, Cheryl said, "Is Bobby?" Look, see, Cheryl. This is how you know Cheryl is a very close friend. Because we were talking about Bobby at the beginning, where I was.
As long as he bring a cane, maybe a cane or a walker.
First of all, you will not don't even disrespect Bobby, because Bobby, if you want to attend, even this year. We have room for you. We have room for you. There will always be room for you in my life, Bobby.
We got chair in the front. We got handicap parking, right? We accommodate.
I will cut you off. I will cut you off.
Bobby, you got no worries, Bobby. We got you. Bring Johnny though, if we want to get that party live. Bring Johnny if we want to get it live.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't have.
We got a DJ, so we'll play your music. The crowd they gonna get live off the music. But if we want to see, we want to see someone hold that note, and we want to see that note being held,
you are messing up and you're doing this on purpose, messing up all my chances of having my time with Bobby.
You gotta bring.
You have to. You're being a real hater right now, and I know it's because you don't want to lose your woman to Bobby, but I'm yours. I'm yours forever.
Hey.
So
Bobby moved too slow. I'm not worried about Bobby. He moved too slow. He moved. He don't got.
What if Bobby sees this? What if somebody says, "Bobby, look at this," and then you mess up all my chances?
Hey, Bobby! Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to New Edition.
Thank you.
Who's it? Ralph.
Mike, Ronnie, Ricky,
Bobby,
and Johnny.
Yes. Shout out to Johnny. Held that note.
You would like to come to the Autism in Black conference because Ronnie, I know there's some ties with autism within there. If you listen.
Oh, Tony as well. Tony. Get the Braxton family out here. Get the Braxton family out here. Boys to men. Yeah, I got some issues right now.
Well, I don't care about Wanye. Sean,
shout out to Sean.
Check your email, Sean, because Autism Black has reached out to you. So
Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to Sean. Somebody tag Sean.
Sean Stockman of Boys and Men. Tag him.
Somebody
Tell him we got this going on, and he should be a part of it.
Especially because we can't get who is down there in Miami? Who's that rapper down in Miami?
Not Ball Greasy.
Yeah, Ball Greasy. Hey, Ball Greasy. Shout out to Ball Greasy, who is apparently a supporter of the autism community. He was down in Miami. I don't know what he was doing down there. Shout out to Ball Greasy.
He's from Miami for one.
Shout out to Ball Greasy. Come through, Ball Greasy. All supporters of the autism and Black community are welcome. Shout out to Ball Greasy.
Are you done? Because I
right.
had enough with you.
Trick Daddy too.
No, we don't. Now I love Trick Daddy, but I don't think this would be appropriate. Yes, he does, which is why we have reached out. So if Sean does actually check his emails, we have reached out to your organization to do some partnerships, and we think it would be a very beneficial collaboration and beneficial.
Because Sean's my favorite. So Sean, you're my favorite. In case you haven't watched this clip,
he's my favorite too.
Yes. Oh, I guess you downgraded. Yeah, you don't like Wanye.
First of all, I never liked Wanye. Okay, sorry, Sean, but I never liked Wanye. You said Michael was your favorite, but
Michael's the bass, the guy with the bass voice. Yeah. Shout out to Michael.
I would love to see it happen too. We have our people working hard for it. If it doesn't happen this year, down the line, I foresee Autism in Black and Sean Stockman's organization working together. We're working very hard to do that. So we would love to see
collab season is loading. Let's just let y'all know that right now.
Collab season is loading. That might be a little sprinkle of what we got coming down the pipeline. But yeah, so Sean, check your emails. If anybody knows Sean, because I know we have a lot of Autism in Black people who have connections. Hook your girl up. If you know Bobby Brown, hook your girl up.
Oh, Faith. I ain't know about Faith.
Faith does have, her son is autistic and she has an organization too. And we love Faith as well. Selena Johnson, we have some connections to Selena. We'll see what happens with Selena.
Collab season loading. We should put that in the comments. Collab season is loading. Can't tell too much, but trust me.
We have a huge Autism in Black following. We have a huge, all of y'all be knowing people. Degrees of separation. Reach out to your girl, okay? So that we can get this ball rolling, because Autism in Black needs sponsors and support so we can continue to do what we do. So if you know these individuals, let them know we're out here doing the work. We're out here doing the work, and we would love to
put their name on it. We do the work, they put their name on it. It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
You just be flapping them gums. We gonna end that. I need my name.
We might go as long as Johnny was holding them notes, so we don't want to do that. So we're gonna see y'all tomorrow. Right, we'll try to keep it short like Bobby's notes, because we'll try to keep it short. Hey, if you was in Atlanta, anyone in Atlanta, y'all could just comment and say, yeah, Dr. Bear is right. Dr. Bear, I was there. Right, I saw it. If y'all saw them anywhere.
New Edition 4 times in concert, and I've enjoyed every single time. Okay, I touch. I'm gonna try to bring that picture up where Bobby touched my hand.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if I got that. I gotta find it.
It was the best day ever.
We'll drop it tomorrow.
We'll drop the picture tomorrow of when me and Bobby had our moment. But y'all don't understand the love I have for Bobby Brown. That's why Dr. Bear is being a hater, because he knows that if Bobby shows up to that Autism in Black conference, honey, my last name is no longer Pierre, it's Brown. Okay,
Bobby too slow. He's too slow and too old.
So with that, I'm not going to continue to let him talk about Bobby on my platform. Thank you for the feel better wishes. I'm going to take my meds and probably watch New Edition movie. And Bobby.
Got the there go Bobby. There go Bobby there. Bobby is standing in the corner for you now.
He is such a hater. And Cheryl, Please don't back up.
No, I got the pictures.
I am done for today. I'm gonna go rest. Tomorrow, I'm gonna show y'all that picture of me and Bobby sharing our moment, so y'all can understand the connection
you
that
can't
we
see
have.
it.
Yeah,
I got it right here.
I'm gonna drop. He was a good husband. He stood in the back. He acted like he didn't know me, and did the camera work to make sure I had a memory of this moment. Cheryl, don't encourage Dr. Berry. He was not. That man was singing. He wasn't sitting in the corner. So, with that, I am going to go rest, and tomorrow, hopefully, I feel better, sound better, and we can continue to talk about 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference coming up. We are almost 2 weeks exactly away. Friday, we will be 2 weeks from the 6th Annual Autism in Black Conference. We are rolling out the red carpet for all of you, so we want you to join us, whether it's in person here in West Palm Beach or virtually from wherever you are. I know we have some UK people who have signed up. Bermuda, we have people from Peru, Kenya. We are hot in Kenya. So wherever you want to join from, you're able to. So get your tickets and join us for the 6th Annual Conference happening April 17th through the 19th. Until tomorrow at 5:30, go enjoy your night and be great. And tomorrow I'm going to come back with my proof of how Bobby and I had our moment. So tune in tomorrow at 5:30 to see me and Bobby.
All right, y'all.
Bye.